Hello everyone, what are you expecting today? Because whatever you expect, that's exactly what you're going to receive. I'm going to try to lower this phone um, if I can. I don't know if okay, there it is. All right, so it's a little crooked, but we can fix it. I think the content is more important, so I'm going to leave it the way it is. What should we talk about today? Let's talk about the power of the tongue. In my previous video, I talked about how our words can free us or trap us. What's the difference? First of all, you must understand how speech operates, how the laws of speech or how the laws of mind operate. You know what the law of attraction says, what you put out comes back. Yes, the words you send, you're going to meet up with them. So here's what it means. If in the now I say I'm so sick and tired, not after many hours or days, if you're awake, you're going to say the same thing. Not understanding that your words went forward ahead of you. And then between now and then, something had to happen for you to pick up those same words. And you're saying, well, why is it that my life never changes? And now in that moment, you're sending forward other thoughts. And then when you catch up with those, they'll cause you to say other things. And then it keeps going on and on and on. We're sending them to eternity. Neville Goddard said, speech and mind equal immortality. They're going to the infinite. They're echoing into the infinite as if you're sending them in the mountains, but they never come back. Well, they do come back. And because we pick them up, we're adding more to them and more and more and more, which is the same as, such like the ones before. So our words can trap us or free us. When you understand that what you're saying today, not after many days, you're going to find it. As you have probably heard, throw your bread upon the water, not after many days. It's going to come back to you where you're going to find it. This is referring, man will not feed himself just by bread alone, by the words that he says. And so are we investing our thoughts, our speech? What would that speech be a week from now if I want to be married? Well, obviously, I would have to say, oh, it feels so amazing to be married. Oh, it feels so amazing to be married. Why? I know that what I'm thinking, what I'm imagining, what I'm saying right now, not after many days, I'm going to get there. I'm going to be there. I go before you. You're sending your thoughts, image, and speech before you. When we understand this, this is the law. We override or overcome the world or circumstances. We're saying, the devil must fall down from heaven. I am not going to pick up the five senses and keep bringing them into heaven. No, that's it. I made up my mind. The devil's going to be on the earth. I'm going to live in heaven or fourth dimension only. I am always going to be aware of the thoughts I think, images I touch, and things that I speak. You've got to be aligned, or the three must become one. That's your power. Your authority is releasing of the speech. The speech that would be yours, then say it now, in alignment with the image and the thought. The thought is the decision. So you decide, you see the image, and you speak of that decision, or you express the decision you've started with. So when we speak, are we a person of authority? To be an authority is to always to make decisions. Good or bad, it doesn't matter. But now that you know the law, why not give yourself the best of praise? Why not give yourself the best of a wedding? Why not give yourself the best of an SP? Why not give yourself the best bank account? Why not give yourself the best house? Luminita, how is this going to happen? I don't know. I don't know how my things happen. But when I made a decision and I said, I'm going to the beach, that very hour, a friend of mine called and said, would you like to go to the beach? And I go, it's not even an hour. Are you kidding me? I had no idea how I was going to go. In my linear way of thinking, I probably thought, well, I took myself to that trip 2 weeks ago. I guess I'll probably have to put myself there. But I didn't even think like that. Because if I would have, then that's what I would have given this body a command to do. I would have to pay for it myself, and I can do it all. I'm going to do it all. No, you can't do it all, and you don't want to do it all. A soulmate is a mate that fits with that picture. You don't build that image alone. A male and a female need to come together to create a baby. Every imaginal act that you have, it has to have its mates, its clients, its people, your SP or another guy or another woman. You always need someone in your life. And I mean in life, but to put that picture together to make it a reality. When you say, oh, my dreams have come true, or you made my dream come true, that's your soulmate. For that image, they become your soulmate. Imagine if you're going to look for a job right now. Why not design the job that you want with the client, with the coworkers that you want, and have this imaginal act where everything is perfect according to what it is you want. And when you are in their presence, they're going to show their best behavior to you. Now, when they're in other people's presence, they're going to show another side of them, because we all have infinite sides. And so with you, you create the version of them, which means you create the soulmates that you are going to operate with every single day. So yes, you can go as far as even designing the soulmate to the point of, when you build this ideal picture, you are in fact calling in perfect clients, perfect employee, perfect house, perfect car. And what is perfect to you is not perfect to me. What is good to you is not good to me. Everything is good, but not everything is good to you or to me or alike. So there's no judgment of you're better and I'm not. No, it's just as good for me. So no conditions, right? No conditions put upon anything. So our speech, does it free us or trap us? If it traps us, what's the purpose of using the law of attraction? What's the purpose of even knowing and being aware that there's a law? What if we're aware but we're just misusing it? Well, it's nobody's fault but ours. It could be lack of trust, lack of understanding, lack of application. There could be many reasons, but these laws work all the time. So decision, when you are a decisive person, good or bad, you might make a decision out in the heat of a moment. It doesn't matter. At least you made a decision. What you're developing into the person that makes decisions, that is not indecisive or a place of confusion. Many times when two people are in a relationship and they don't know if they should be together, one of them has to make a decision. It might be the female or the male, it doesn't matter, but somebody's got to make a decision, because that confusion has to stop. And in that moment, things will begin to happen. Now, the decision you made in the present moment, remember, that becomes your expectation or what you're going to receive. And so when you make a decision, it's important how you break up with somebody, for example, because the way you break up with them, that's how you're going to start the next relationship, with the idea that I'm going to break up again. And then subconsciously you are. And then you end up in another relationship and you break up again and you break up again. That's because you're doing it all the doing. You've made the decisions. You've made the decisions. Your decisions manifest, because your decisions are words that are going forward and they keep manifesting until you say no. A lot of women say, no, I am not going to go from relationship to relationship. What you're saying is, I'm tired of putting myself into places I don't want to be. It's your tongue that puts you there. You're sending it forward, and then you meet up with it. And you say, why are men or why are women so terrible? No. It's your speech that is terrible, not the person that is terrible. You may have started in a relationship with no intention to stay in it, or no desire or no expectation, which means you've started with the wrong mentality. And if that didn't work out, what happens is you're going to end up with the same mentality at the end of the relationship, because how you start is how you end. Nonchalant, decisive. Now, you do this internally. You don't go on a first date and you say, this is what I want, because then the other person could take advantage of you. But what I'm saying is, first of all, we attract what we are. So when you decide something, know that the very thing that has to happen is a person that is decisive just like you, because you attract the same frequency. So your decisions can free you, set you free, or bind you. You've got the key in your tongue. The key to heaven, to lock and unlock, is your tongue. Understand that your tongue can trap you in a prison of your own or free you. Neville says, what would that speech be like if you had the thing, if you were there? First of all, it's got to be a decision. Are you going to break away from broken relationships? Are you going to break away from being poor? Are you going to break away from whatever state you're in right now? Okay, it starts with a decision and say, yes, I want to. I don't know how. I don't know what I'm supposed to say. Show me how to do it. And we take them, right? And we say, okay, if you're ready to let go of what is and only focus on what it is you want, it starts with a decision. You must be faithful and committed to that because the law operates at all times. So when you break up from a relationship, don't start another one with men and women are bad. Start with a decision, with an intention, because it's an intention that you're going to receive, intention or decision. So be clear. And then once you send the intention out, it's nothing but your words that you're going to meet up with them. That's what it is. What you send out, you receive. Everything comes back to the point of origin. That's what it means. Everything comes back. In time and space, it comes back to you. You're sending it out, and then as you move towards it, you caught up with it right there. I don't know how far your words are sent. Here's another thing I want to bring your attention to. What if you say, I want to have $100,000, I want to earn $100,000 a day? That's how far you're going to go. That's your thermostat. That's your speech. How is it going to happen? I don't know. Nobody knows how the baby grows in the abdomen. But how that 100,000 is going to come about, I don't know, but I know I just send the word forward. Somehow time and space is just going to have to cause me to say, I am making 100,000 a day. So are we freeing ourselves? Are we giving ourselves a free cup of coffee? Because that's all you're ever going to get. Your body will never move beyond your words. You can't. It's just impossible for the body because the body is the servant. The key to heaven is here. The key to hell is here. So, the power of your tongue. The game of life. The game of speech. I left a post. I written something under Ed Milet's post. He said something in the sense of, the game of life. And I said, yeah, the game of speech. I said, who speaks the best, who imagines the most and speaks the best, wins in life. That's all there is to it. If people knew how simple it was, they wouldn't be trapped so much. 97% of the population, I believe, they live in the action takers, the masculine side. I've got to go, I've got to work, but never allowing themselves to dream and to speak in alignment with the dream. They don't understand the law, how simple and easy it is. And so it's hard to take someone that 97% of the time, 98% of the time, they're doing strategies and action and try to flip that. It's kind of a huge flip to take somebody from 98% of action to having them do the work 98% and only do 2% of action. It's hard to flip somebody like that. It's hard to stop somebody or to change their paradigms and patterns that 98% of the time they're running under. It's not easy. And so to change your life, you need a program, you need a coach, you need a mentor. That's the purpose of the program, Manifest Without Money. So I want you to click in the description below and get within the program, Manifest Without Money. We are changing paradigms. We are creating a new manner of speech. We are working every single day. This is not a matter of attracting, like I said, something frivolous that is temporary. Michael Beckwith said, people trying to change the outside without changing themselves. Yeah, your life is within you. Your speech and your thoughts and images are within you. So if you try to change or try to attract sporadic pleasure things of life here and there, you don't know who you are. And it's better for you to know who you are, your identity, the powerhouse you are, and the authority you have, rather than just test the law. You don't need to test it. It works all the time. So we can create the quantum leap when we flip every paradigm. And we don't flip paradigms by looking at what is. We're flipping paradigms by looking at what it is we want. And that's not an easy task to do. You need to be under this teaching and coaching every single day. Like every single day, you got to renew the mind. You wake up in the morning, you pick up your problems and say, no, not the problems. I'm going to go study. I'm going to set my mind right. 98% is mindset and only 2% strategy. So you've got to be connected. You've got to be plugged in. All right. So thank you guys for being here. I appreciate all of you. Hit the notification bell button, like, share, subscribe, and I will see you within the program Manifest Without Money. With much gratitude, this is Lumi. Bye.